I think you're being used, dear.
I think so too.
You know what I love about this camera? I can face it out the door through the screen and it focuses on whatever's out there. You can't even see there's a screen there. You just gotta keep an eye on everything, Chewy. Hi guys, it's about almost 1 o'clock. We will be going to the nursing home, but I was originally thinking we'd go early in the day, but I think um, we'll go later like we usually do. And I've got dinner in the oven, so we'll eat first and then we won't have to buy food on the road, which is not very healthy. Beautiful day, 75 degrees, slight breeze. Um, quiet around here as it usually is. People next door left. They're two big Class A's, and they had two Jeeps. I didn't video or make any clips yesterday, but I kind of wish I would have because they brought a big diesel truck with a big long trailer, and they loaded the Jeeps on the back of that trailer, and then towed them away this morning. So that was kind of wild, to see them doing that and then chaining them down and everything. And then this morning they left, took their RVs, the two of them that were together, and the truck with the two Jeeps and left. And it's pretty cool. I wish I would have recorded it. Pete made a beautiful fire last night. There's Pete and Chewy. Pete made a beautiful campfire last night. It was a great big one, and we were out there for several hours. Usually we're good for an hour or so. So we make a small fire, but it was beautiful last night. Kim came down and sat with us for a while and enjoyed the fire. And Chewy enjoyed it from the step in front of the door. The birds enjoyed it. When we have a campfire, we always leave the curtains open so they can watch it, but we close the window so they don't get any smoke. I'm working on comments, which isn't exactly work. Starting at the top, working my way down so the oldest will get answered last. I'm trying something new for bread today. I want to turn you guys around just a sec. I'm trying something new for bread today. Pete's not supposed to have a lot of grains. This alkalizing diet is mostly vegetables, greens, some low carb or low sugar fruits. No meat, whatever. Which we're working him into because they don't want him to change his diet too much while he's having the radiation treatment. So we're just gradually making small changes. But anyway, he's not supposed to have many grains, and but sprouts are an amazing, wonderfully alkalizing, healthy diet or food. And so I'm an expert sprouter. That was a big part of my business that I used to have, Itty Bitty Birdie Bites. But anyway, of course, when you heat up sprouts, you lose all your enzymes and everything. But I made a yeast dough, a fairly small amount of yeast dough this morning with einkorn flour, which is an ancient grain that doesn't have, it's naturally low in gluten, never been hybridized, and is fairly healthy. But I made a small amount of that today, and a very, very wet dough, and let it rise. And then I had sprouted some different seeds, which seeds are okay for him too. So I'd sprouted them for the last 36 hours or so, and then I turned them into a dough. For those that don't know, you can make a dough out of seeds and grains that have been sprouted just by putting them through a chopper or food processor or whatever and kneading them. And if you include wheats, it'll have gluten in it, and it's not too different. It's heavier, but not too different from a regular heavy bread, more dense bread loaf you get from it. But anyway, not using grains. which is why I used the einkorn. So I got that. Then I made a dough out of the seeds that I had sprouted. Um, but nothing, there's no grains, there's no gluten, so I didn't need it or anything. I just processed it until it was a dough, smooth dough consistency. Mixed it with some oats and with the einkorn dough, very, very loose. Mixed them together. Threw in a tablespoon of chia seeds because it was still real loose, so it would soak up some of the, and also because chia seeds are healthy. And patted it into a loaf pan. So it's going through its second rise, and it is rising again. Not as much as a regular bread dough would, but it is. So that just that little bit of einkorn flour, a half a cup for the whole loaf. So just that little bit with the yeast. I used kind of a lot, or a tablespoon, but it's helping it to rise a little bit, even with all the seed dough in it, which was about 2 parts seed dough to 1 part einkorn dough. Anyway, it's an interesting experiment. So once our dinner comes out of the oven, the loaf will go in, and I'm sure it's going to be a dense, heavy loaf, which is fine. But I'm hoping we can make grilled cheese out of it or toast or whatever. We'll see if it holds together and does well. I think it will. So that's what's going on here. I'll go get showered and dressed after we eat, and we'll go see my mom. And we don't have to stop at a restaurant because we will have already eaten. For lunch, we're having baked potato with, and I'm roasting onions and squash, yellow squash, with it that I've seasoned up. And we're also, I'm going to have a ground beef patty that's in the fridge that I thought last night. So that's our lunch. So I will see you guys later. Bye. So we're going to see my mom, and tonight's at 6 o'clock is a parade in town, which we won't be here for that. But over there, they're going to be in the parade. It's a Moonlight. Let's see, Moonlight Productions. It's a DJ service and stuff. Look at all those speakers.
Gonna be playing some music.
Gonna be playing some music in the parade. So that is very cool. Very cool indeed. So, but we won't be here since it's 3:40 and we're just leaving to see my mom now. 3:40, a beautiful 79 degrees. I think the breeze is pretty well stopped, but the sky is gorgeous. And we're on our way out. So, so I will see you guys later. Bye. So we're getting gas. What else do we do? We're in St. Louis, but my mom eats dinner at 5:25, and look what time we are here. So we just stopped to get gas. We're going to go over to the Dollar Tree. But 2019 here. It's 222.9, I think, in West Branch. So we filled up. We needed gas anyway. So we have Chewy, though, so one of us will go in Dollar Tree. I'm the one who wants to go, so I'll probably go in and leave Pete out here with the dog and the air conditioning running. And then by then she should be done eating and we can go see her, and then she'll visit for a few minutes. Then want to go to bed and we'll make the long trip back. Whoa, okay. There's Chewy. There's Chewy. He says, I'm hot. Well, we're parked in the shade, but it is warm in here. I don't know how warm. There, he's sniffing through the crack in the window. Pete went in to pay. Use the restroom. It's a long trip from West Branch. I think we're going to try a different way back. 30 all the way is a nice straight shot, but it's totally boring. There's nothing all. Well, we go through a couple lake areas, tourist, areas, but just on the edges of them. Well, maybe we'll. I forgot to put Gas Buddy on this phone. You know what I did though? Oh, this ticks me off. I charged my phone so that it had 90% when we left. And then I forgot to turn off the camera and I set it down, drove all the way down here. I mean, it wasn't recording, but it was still on. So now I have 54%. But I'll be driving home too, so that's enough to, if my mom's doing well, I might record her a little bit. What, Joe? Anyway, so I guess I'll go. Pete will be out any minute. If I would have driven through town, I probably could have gotten gas for $1.99.9. So $2, under $2 by a tenth of a penny. But I just wasn't feeling it. It's kind of warm. It's 83 or 84 down here. So here comes Pete. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, we just stopped so we can use the restroom. We're on our way back, spent about an hour with my mom. And Chewy's crying because Pete went in to use the restroom. Left Chewy out here. My mom was in a good mood. I got some pictures. I didn't take video. We stopped at the Dollar Tree in Alma. And these little dried peas, they have the flour, the starch that they use is rice flour, but they're peas that are ground up into powder, sunflower oil or safflower oil, and rice flour, salt, and some else, whatever. Pete loved them. So they'll be a good snack for him. He went back in and got 20 more bags for 20 more bucks because he really liked them. We also been getting him black bean chips. He loves his snacks, his crunchy snacks, so I'm not going to fight it. I mean, whatever. But so we've been getting him these black bean chips, which are fairly low in carbs, just black beans, water, and salt. So, and I'm not worrying about carbs as much. Oh, the bread turned out really nice. It tasted really nice. I only put a dash of salt in. Next time I'll put like 2 or 3 dashes, and maybe a couple drops of stevia too, just to perk up the flavor a bit, and then bake it longer. The top was flat, in fact slightly hollowed out, which means there's too much moisture in the dough. Come here, Chewy. So it was too wet, so next time I'll take that into consideration as well, but it's definitely going to get another. I've got him. Oh. Hang on. Sorry. So, but it's definitely worth perfecting because it was delicious. Delicious. So I will see you guys when we get back. Talk to you later. Bye. Hi guys, I have no idea why this is so dark. I had that problem last night too. I'm right up under the light. Oh, for heaven's sakes. This is all messed up. So I'm just going to say goodnight. It's cool outside. It's a nice night. It's about 10:25. Pete's closing everything up, so I'm guessing it's bedtime, and which is fine with me. So I will see you guys tomorrow, I guess. So why am I so dark? I don't understand. Anyway, I got to figure this camera out on this phone. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a happy hump day, wonderful Wednesday. Take care, God bless, and good night.